Up everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is your girl I love JJ, better known as Jade. So today, as you're probably going to see the title, it's about my conch piercing that I got today. And we're gonna have to figure something out with this. That is my conch piercing right here that you see here. It did start like bleeding a little bit, but that was when I came home. But we're gonna get into all that, so just stay tuned. All right, so let me hop right into it. So I know everybody wants to know what's the pain level for the conch piercing. I'm gonna say 1 out of 10. Like, I know this sounds foolish, but I didn't even feel it. So basically I got in there, and by the way, I couldn't record, so that's why I don't have any footage. But I got in there, you know, the chair is like, you know, like the doctor's office chair kind of. I got in there and she told me just lay to the side. I laid to the side, didn't even look, and she was like, take a deep breath in. As soon as I did and then out, it was already done. And then all she had to do was put the jewelry through, and I was just like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me I done watched all these YouTube videos about people saying how bad it hurt and all this stuff, and you mean to tell me it didn't even hurt me at all? Like, bruh, it felt like it was like a regular earlobe piercing. I'm not making this up, y'all. And I freaked out. Like, it took me days to actually set up the appointment because I just kept watching videos. Because at first I wanted to do my tragus, but then my tragus is just too small. So I was like, no, let's find something else, because I have my Daith, whatever, Daith Vader, whatever. I have that piercing, and we're gonna talk about that too. So but I wanted to have some symmetry done. So I was like, you know what, my birthday's coming up, I want another piercing. I love piercings, by the way. So I was like, okay, we got to get another piercing. So I started researching. I seen about the helix. People said they just could die from it, like the pain was so bad. And I just like, okay, we're not doing that. That's what we're not doing. So we're gonna find something else. So I started looking up on Google about pain levels and ear piercings, and pretty much I just seen where the conch was not that bad. So that was just the route that I took. When I tell you, I'm so happy that I actually did it. I'm gonna get the other side done too, but I'm so happy that I did it and that I did not let everyone else or like the videos stop me. Like, bruh, don't let it stop you. Everybody's different, and that's what I realized. My ear is way different. Like for my husband's, I touched his ear and his ear was so thick, but when I touched the area where I knew I was going to get my piercing done at, it was a difference. Like my ear felt so much soft and squishy, so that could have been the reason why it didn't hurt me as much, because it was quick. So pain level for me, 1 out of 10. The only thing I can say is as soon as I left, I felt just small, like throbbing, but it was nothing. Like when I tell you, I'm trying to figure out how to compare this. Like, this does not hurt, man. I swear to you, it does not hurt. And I'll tell you if it hurt, because I'm the person to be like, oh, this hurt. And we're gonna talk about the piercing that hurt me the most too. We're gonna talk about that one. But I will tell you if it hurts. So yeah, that was a great experience for me. Like I said, I'm gonna go back again and get the other side done because I love it. So that's the conch. And she put it up there. I'm not gonna touch it because I don't want to touch it, but yeah, so that was dope. That was pretty dope. The tattoo place that I went to, or tattoo piercing place that I went to, is called Fat Cats. It's located in Jacksonville, Florida. So if you are in the area, definitely check them out. My piercer name was Misty. She was dope, like for real. She let me all the way through it. She wasn't annoyed with me or anything. She talked me through it. Like, she was there every step of the way. She made me feel very welcome. So shout out to Misty. I'll be back again. So yeah, conch was dope. So we're gonna talk about, I don't know if I'm gonna talk about the nose or the dot. I think we're gonna talk about the nose right now. Yeah, let's talk about the nose piercing. So nose piercing pain level, which experience though, because I've had this thing pierced 4 times. 4 times. The first time I got my nose pierced, I'm going to tell you, it was like a 5, no, it was like a 6 out of 10. I went to the shop, and he was kind of young. I didn't think nothing of it. He didn't have no piercings, but I should have thought about that when I did that. But he was really young, and he did it, and it took him some time to get it through. I remember that, sitting there like, when I tell you, not only did my eyes water just automatically, but I cried. I pushed out some tears after that happened. So yeah, the nose hurt for me. It hurt. So then what happened was, I don't know if it was because the type of ear or the nose ring that he put in, because it was just like a bar. It wasn't a nose ring. It was just like those L-shaped one. I think he put one that was too small, because when I woke up the next morning, guess what? It was gone. So I was very pissed. So I actually want to say that the pain level is like a 7 out of 10, because when I went back the next day, it hurt even more. They had to go back, because what happened was that morning I woke up, the piercing, the ring was gone. I had to go to work. There was no, oh, I can't go to work, gotta go get it. No, that's stupid. So I went to work a whole 8 hours. The nose hole had closed. So I had to go back that evening when I got off work and have it re-pierced. So that experience sucked. So that was 2 times I got it pierced. Then after that, I was going to get another piercing done. And the place that I got my conch done and my Daith done, and I'll talk about that after this. I went there to get my third nose piercing, because the person that had originally did it the wrong way, and the person seen it and it was like, oh, this is eventually going to slide down the hole, like my tissue was going to just like, basically it was not good. So I had him redo it. I had to take it out and redo it. Plus what I noticed was it had caused a lot of irritation, a lot of bumps like around the hole that from the previous person. So I'm glad that I did let the new person at Fat Cats fix my nose ring. So that was the 3rd time. The 4th time was when I had surgery. I had surgery last year, and then I had to remove it. So you already know it closed up again within like what, a day. Like I literally waited 3 days after my surgery, then I went and got it like re-pierced, because it had closed up so fast. So 4 times, yeah, that was crazy. So the nose experience altogether, I would say we're gonna bring it back down a little bit. We're gonna say it was like a 7 out of 10. But all of that, 7 out of 10, because it's been hell. But what I didn't mention about the conch is like healing, but I don't know that yet because I just got it done today. But we'll talk about the after. We'll talk about the healing and all that stuff with these other piercings, because I've had these for over years now. So aftercare with the nose is pretty simple, and it's kind of easy to clean. You get a Q-tip, you spray around it, and then yeah, you just try to keep up with it. You try to spray it 2 to 3 times a day and clean around it, and don't play with it. Try not to sleep on your face. I don't know who does that, but don't sleep on your face. So yeah, that was pretty much the nose part, the nose experience. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, so now let's talk about the famous Daith piercing that I have right here. I don't know if y'all can see that one. So I've had this one since 2017. Now, I can't remember exactly how bad it was, but I can remember some of the pain that I felt with this piercing. Like, bruh, let me pull up these notes real quick. So I'm gonna say the Daith was like a 4 out of 10 with pain level. Whew, when I left, let me tell you, when I left, the throbbing occurred. The throbbing took place. The throbbing was there on time. Like, baby, it clocked in, okay? So, like, as soon as I got in the car, I felt that thing throbbing, like, with the Daith. Like, because at first when he did it, my husband was there. He said it looked like he was, like, not struggling, but it looked like he was trying to, like, just get it through. Because, you know, it's a smaller space up in here or whatever. So he said he just kind of like you know, like a little jiggling or whatever. Whoa, what the heck was that? Whoa. Anywho, yeah, so he said that he had a little issue with trying to like get the piercing in or whatever. But yeah, but it was quick. I'm gonna say that all the piercings except for the nose was quick. It was really quick. What else? So yeah, it was throbbing. Afterwards, I ran to the pill bottle when I got home. Like, I had to take some medicine, and then it went away. And then after that, it was cool. And then about 2 months later, the bumps occurred. The bumps came. Like, they came. And me, I remember, I think they told me when the healing process was, but I forgot. I was just like, when is this gonna heal? Like, I'm thinking in my mind like 6 weeks, like a regular earlobe piercing, my retarded ass. But yeah, no, so it actually takes about a year, and that's how long it took me. So I dealt with the bumps on and off until about 7 to 8 months after the Daith was installed. Like, I had one bump on one side, then I would have one on the other, then I would have both sometimes. And so I just would spray it with this H2 Ocean spray. I'm going to show y'all that in a little bit, whatever. But yeah, I would spray that. I would put tea tree oil on it. Boy, it would be smelling crazy up in my house or around my ear, because like I had to. It would hurt sometimes with the bumps. The bumps actually hurt way worse than when it actually got pierced. It made me want to take it out. That's how bad it was. I was like, okay, I'm about to take this shit out. But I went back to the shop when all that was happening. They gave me spray, and then like a couple weeks after that, everything went away, and then boom, here we are 3 years later. I love it. It's one of my favorites. My favorite piercing. So yeah. So 4 out of 10, and if we add the bumps to it, we'll say maybe a 5 out of 10 or whatever, because that counts too. You got to put that all in consideration when you like talking about a piercing, because it just don't stop when you get it pierced. All right, yeah, no. So yeah, that's what it's like with the Daith or whatever. Yep. And then the Conch. So we're gonna see how this journey is or whatever. So far I love it. It's like the easiest piercing I've gotten so far, like besides the regular like earlobe piercings. And like I've had other piercings done too, like all up here in my lobe, but they've closed. I've even had this up here done. Like I don't know if you can see that, but I've had that done. I don't know what that's called. I don't know if that's a helix or it's just a random spot he pierced. But yeah, I've had that done too. If you want to know more about all of my piercings, of the piercings I've had before, definitely comment down below. Yeah, we'll talk more about this thing. I just wanted to get this out of there because a lot of people has been like overhyping this thing. Like, yeah, you can't like downplay people's pain and whatnot, but I really think people be overdoing it when they talk about some of these piercings. Like they really be tripping, like tripping. This is the spray right here. H2 Ocean, y'all. So we're gonna be using this right here, and this stuff actually helped me get my Daith piercing healed too. Like when I had those bumps and stuff, this right here helped it like go away. It healed it up really quickly. So yeah, I think you should try this. I don't know if they have it online, but it does say they have it on www.h2ocean.com. Yeah, so yeah, why not? Yeah, that was my Conch experience. If it's something that I left out, or if you have any questions, just comment down below and I'll be more than happy to make another follow-up video on it. And yeah, deuce.